Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. In the last episode we tried to take on the Angry Djinns and kind of failed. It was pretty darn close. So we're going to go in and have another go. Obviously we've changed our equipment ever so slightly since last time. And also having an understanding of what we're going up against, we might have a slightly better idea of how to play. I mean, I think we had a pretty good plan last time. We just got unlucky with the implementation. Obviously, if we can get more XP, get some perks, complete some of our trainer missions, then that's just going to be good for us. So let's have a very quick look and see what we've got. Scoundrel needs to deal 99 damage. That's just going to happen with time. We can't really force that. And as for the Cragheart, in fact, no, Scoundrel moves 120 hexes. That's also going to happen over time. Then Cragheart consumes 40 earth elements. Slower, but it will happen. Scoundrel uses loot ability 30 times. Again, slower, but will happen. And where's the other Cragheart one? There we go. Cragheart uses 20 abilities that places obstacles or traps. That's not going to happen until we specifically put on the skill to do that. We're not doing that right at the moment. And the final one we've already done. The Cragheart deals 40 non-combat damage. So having that extra perk has allowed us to wear the armor that we've got on. I think we're in a pretty good place to give it another go. What we could also do is we could also swap out one of the people or add an additional person for someone who's got a little bit more pierce or does a little bit more indirect damage. I don't think that's necessarily a brilliant strategy because everyone should be able to do these things. Obviously having the brute here would mean we've got more direct piercing damage, but at the moment, because everyone's level 1, there's not really great options. Probably the best option would be the Spellweaver, just because large, high target damage, even if we burn out quickly. So it's a mix and match, really. Okay, let's just move on in and see how we do. So we're going after the chainmail design and, of course, the new location of the pyre. We could also potentially pay to get ourselves blessed before going in, but I don't think that's necessary just yet. Walking through a wooded glade, you notice something buried in the undergrowth. Upon closer inspection, you see that it is the body of an inox face down in the ground, clearly long dead. Mushrooms have been sprouting in clusters all over the decomposing body, and it's giving off a foul stench. Looking for anything of value on the corpse, you see the majority of the inox's gear is far too rotten to be of any use. His boots, however, look potentially salvageable, definitely looting the dead. You manage to slip the boots off the corpse, but they're rotten through and disintegrate in your hands. Intent on leaving, you toss the sodden boots aside when you notice a small pouch tied around the corpse's ankle. With great care, you open the pouch and find a few gold pieces inside. Unable to bear the stench of the corpse any longer, you take the gold and hurriedly leave the area. Hey, we've got some gold! 5 gold. It's not much, but when we're going to be paying for our enhancements later, it's going to be useful. We need a lot of money to pay for enhancements. The pyre is a human-built fortress in the past 300 years that marked the extent of human progress south in the lands. Inhabited until a few years ago, it's now associated with ghost stories and old wives' tales. We've read this before, so we'll just move on and have a look at our missions. Use your equipped items a number of times equal to or greater than your level plus 2. So this would be using our items 3 times. Having a look at our items, that would be hide armor and heater shield. It's likely that that's going to happen. Also the power potion. So this is a good one. Take only short rests. This forces us to play in a very particular way. So we'll go for professional. Have 3 or fewer total cards in your hand at the end. Yeah. Use no items during the scenario. Ooh. So using no items would mean not using the heat shield, poison dagger, or leather armor. And I'm not keen on that. That just seems like it's worth a lot of XP, but XP will come automatically with time. So gimping ourselves on a difficult mission is probably not worth it. So we'll go for the 3 or fewer cards and just try and burn through them. Alright, let's have a reminder of where we are. Oh dear, you've awoken some living spirits, the souls of those who died suddenly and unhappily. Isn't all death unhappy? No, spirits have a resistance to damage. So, the skeletons are definitely a problem. I think we're going to have the Cragheart forwards. Rumbling advance. We can go to here, do 2 damage to these, or we can use our boots and go through to here and deal an additional damage to the spirit at the back. That does feel like a really smart play. So Rumbling Advance will get us moving. And at that point, we're going to have to use Opposing Strike next turn rather than this turn. But getting a massive boulder off early could be useful, even if it's targeting something that's right next to us. We could also potentially use massive boulder as our first action if these guys have already moved and then jump past them. So let's do that. In terms of our options for doing large amounts of damage to this, Single Out is great. As long as something is standing next to the Cragheart, we'll be able to do extra damage to it. So we'll use Single Out. We want to be going slowly. We just might end up taking a bit of damage because of it. And because we're intending on him moving, we want to be able to move as well. So let's say Special Mixture to get our move of 3 in and potentially poison something. This could work. Alright. So, a re-summary. Cragheart is going to potentially move in, do a bit of damage, or move all the way up here, do a bit of damage. Scoundrel is going to move in, poison something, and then do Single Out to try and hit it with a big strike. Hopefully it's going to be one that the Cragheart is right next to, but we'll have to see where we land. Spirits are moving and attacking, not particularly long range. Living Bones are moving in and... oh, in fact, they're not moving. But they are moving slow, so if we step in, we will take the damage on that. Which means Massive Boulder isn't going to be as useful. But we could still use it to do damage. Which is not a bad plan given these things can heal. Like if we go here and roll high, we may be able to run in and kill it. That was reasonable. We're going to use the boots, and as I said, we're going to move up to here. Doing direct damage. Living Spirit backed away, which is fine. It's a little bit of damage. We'll use our items. Give ourselves a little bit of protection. All in all, that's not bad. Okay, so we're going to move in 3. We're going to poison this one rather than the other one, because Single Out will allow us to kill this without too much trouble. Don't need to use the poison dagger. Oh, so much damage. We could have killed this guy if he'd been standing next to the Cragheart. That's fine, though. We're going to use the minor stamina potion to get Single Out back. And that's a pretty good start, actually, all things considered. Right. Unstable Upheaval would allow us to attack both of these for 3. It'd be nice to use Heaving Swing and push this guy into an obstacle, but he's in the wrong place for it. Maybe something that we can... It would burn it. That's the bad thing about using Unstable Upheaval. If we use Heaving Swing to get +1 to ranged attacks, we could use Crater. To do a 4 damage attack, which is pretty solid. Not getting backup ammunition on this, but at range 3, we would be able to potentially target both of these, but you know what we'll do? We'll put Opposing Strike on and backup ammunition. So we've got that Retaliate and extra range targets. I think if we Thieves Knack you, that's pretty solid, and we can Quick Hands, we'll probably be able to kill this guy. And maybe move and grab something. Shield and heal, that's annoying. He's going to heal the poison off. But we can reapply poison. Let's come around this side. Oh, that's annoying. That is very frustrating. What are you doing? You're moving and attacking at range, okay. We'll take the damage for now. Not happy about it, but it is what it is. Okay, Heaving Swing and Crater. That's going to give us ranged attack, maybe kill both of these guys. What are we going to do with you? We could Throwing Knives. We could Swift Bow to maybe attack this one. Single Out's not going to be any use because he's not next to any of our friends at the moment. One, two, three. Throwing Knives would be in range, just in case. We get disadvantage attacking this one, hypothetically. But if we do Trickster's Reversal to take no damage and Throwing Knives, it allows us to kind of go quickly. See what they're going to be doing. Yeah, the Living Bones are going to be healing up. Living Spirit's also going to be healing up. So let's try and target the Spirit just in case. We'll get disadvantage on this guy, which is annoying, but fine. This is frustrating. He is going to move one, and he's going to attack with different targets. So what we could do is we could come down here, hope he steps in and tries to attack us both, takes the retaliation damage. Or we stay where we are. It's only the next time, it's not 2 times. You know what, let's come down and grab the gold. We'll use the retaliation for what we can. He's healed up the poison, which is fine. Right, all ranged attacks get boosted. We're going to hit you, we're going to hit you, fingers crossed. Hey! One more killed, one more damaged. Right. We kind of need to get away, so let's do a swift bow to hit you. Oh, actually, we can just do a flanking strike. Flanking strike will kill him very quickly. And then we can use a loot ability with swift bow to run through and start moving towards the door. Earth and Clod would be fine. Dirt Tornado would be fine. Moving in next to him and doing Crushing Grasp would probably be better though. So let's say Crushing Grasp, and we don't need to move 2 actually, so we could move quickly. Shield and heal. Annoying. Well, at least we'll have this guy killed. Unless we roll a ×0. More gold. There's the shield, there's the heal. So we're going to step on in, give him a wallop, and we get the ×0. It had to happen at some point. Okay, we can single him out. So Venom Shiv to move next to him, single out. This is why we have single out with us. He's mobilized, so he's not going anywhere. Dirt Tornado, we'd give him a muddle. Earth and Clod will allow us to do a bit of healing. Let's do that. Ooh, we could also end up killing him with the retaliation. If he doesn't die by other means, let's consume the earth. Make sure we're not hitting the Scoundrel with it. Okay, well, he's been muddled. Scoundrel, you can come into here. In fact, no, just go there. Skip the rest of the movement. Try and give him a big hit. Awesome. Right, well, with everyone gone, I think we should take a long rest. And start moving towards the next room. So for the Cragheart, a little bit more healing, which is good. And we will lose... Earth and Claw's range 5, but it is healing. Let's lose Crushing Grasp for the moment. Or maybe Unstable Upheaval. It does allow us to move quickly, which is nice, but overall it's 2 burnable things which are not necessarily useful to us. Except in very specific situations, especially when the enemy's got shielding. At an attack of 3, it's alright, but it's not great. So long rest over here, and I think we will lose... Oh, they're all so good. Quick Hands would allow us to really move into the next room. Maybe we'll lose Venom Shiv. Do we still have another move 5? Yeah, with Flanking Strike. We've got enough healing though, so we could say that throwing knives being attacked 2 is not useful enough. By itself. Yeah, let's lose Throwing Knives. I don't like losing Throwing Knives. Later on, it becomes one of my favourite cards to enhance. Right, we're going to leave the gold on the ground where it is, and we need to move with quickness into the next room. So, massive boulder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. We can move in with... Ooh. But then we lose the adjacency damage. Dirt Tornado would get us into the doorway. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 for the boots. So that's what we'll do on that side. And then potentially massive boulder to throw, or crater for reasonable range damage. Over on this side, Venom Shiv will move us from 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then maybe Swift Bow and hope that things are close enough. Yeah, we could go to here. Get the Swift Bow on you. It's not a huge amount of damage, but it is some. What are this? What's he doing? He's staying still. What are these guys doing? They're moving closer. So that's potentially actually going to work in our favour. So let's use boots to get as far in as we can. You're only in range for the crater, which is a bit of a shame. I wish you were a bit closer. Teeny bit of damage, but we're in a good place for next turn, I'd say. Rumbling Advance will move us in, do some direct damage to you. Massive Boulder is ideal for this group, this little cluster. Over on this side, probably want to go a little bit slower. So Special Mixture works for moving around this and poisoning. And by then we should be next to something, so Flanking Strike might work. Yep, we're moving before them. Good. Right, Cragheart. Move in, do a bit of damage to him. And then Massive Boulder on this guy. And this guy. So that's going to do decent damage to both of them, if we're lucky. Yes! 2 kills. We're not going to be able to get that gold unless we destroy the obstacle, but that's not going to be a problem. Okay, move on round. Get some poison on this guy for what it's worth. And then we're going to just flanking strike him to death. We could also use a loot 2 ability to grab all the gold underneath things. Or if we step to here and do like a loot 1, or step to here and do a loot 1. We need to move 3 in order for Heaving Swing to work. Do we have a move 3? We don't. We could move slowly though and hope that this thing moves first. Like if it comes a little bit closer, we might be able to push it back with Heaving Swing. So let's try that. We'll go for Forceful Storm and Heaving Swing. And likewise, we'll try and get a little bit slower on this side. We'll go for Single Out and Quick Hands. Worst case, we use Quick Hands to loot the 2 piles of gold next to us. Ooh, the living spirit's going to do a stun thing. And it's going to be slower than I expected. Okay, well that's not helpful for us. We could hit it with Forceful Storm. And just burn a card. There we go. That was worth burning a card for. So let's use the loot ability. Grab the gold, and single out just gets wasted for this turn. We need to start burning through some cards for the Scoundrel. For whatever's in the last room. Let's move on through directly. And yeah, I think we're just going to have to move in, aren't we? There's no traps nearby, so skip that ability. Cragheart move in. Earth and Clod will do nothing. It does have a huge range though. Alright, let's do a long rest. That will refresh our items. Okay, I think we will lose. Maybe Crushing Grasp. I think it's with Crushing Grasp we could do... Oh, well, we could have done Forceful Storm for like 5 damage. We still got backup ammunition, I think. No, we're out of backup ammunition, so maybe we lose Dirt Tornado. Yeah, let's do that. And over on this side, we can lose... Let's lose Thieves' Snack. Could have potentially disarmed that trap. There might be other traps in the next room, but for now, it'll be fine. Right, once again, we need to move in quickly. So... let's say Massive Boulder gets us 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5, 6 in. And Heaving Swing might let us swing and push someone around. Special Mixture will get us just in the door, but not really much further. Let's say Venom Shiv and Swift Bow. It's a good combination for entering a room. Let's see what's in there. Okay. 4 guys, what are they doing? Moving a little, attacking a little, and healing up. Moving more, and attacking anyone within range. So I kind of feel like if we step just inside the doorway, and it's like Swift Bow. Hell, we could even step to here. Maybe Swift Bow you. How far are you going to move? You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So you could get close enough to this guy. And then Heaving Swim, push him into this obstacle. That kind of works for me. Which means we kind of need to stand here and use a Swift Bow to shoot the guy at the back. The guy at the backpack? Yeah. It's a bit of damage. This is going to hurt. It's not too bad. We do have the shield for a reason. This is definitely playing a lot better than previously. What happens if we push someone back into an obstacle when there's someone there? Because we could move to here and get a massive boulder out instead. Especially with our boots. If we get a massive boulder on this guy, it will kill this one. It'll do 1 damage to this one. I think that's a better plan, actually. Get in the doorway. Look at that. Double kill. Okay, this is definitely going to be a lot better. Rumbling Advance will move us in, do 1 damage to both of them. Crushing Grasp. Or Crater, actually. No, Crater's a ranged attack. Well, we could Crater first, actually. So I want you to move slower. We'll do Single Out, and we'll do Special Mixture. Bones moving first. Hey! Don't be doing that. There's some retaliation damage. Okay, well, I guess we're not really needing to move much. Let's step there and back, do 1 damage to each of them. And then, for what it's worth, we'll consume the earth. Hit this guy. Even with the disadvantage, he is gone. Oh, if we kill this one, we don't get to loot. So now, also, we need to burn cards. So we're gonna put Single Out on. Yeah, we need to really burn through a few cards if we're going to complete our objective of having 3 or fewer total cards in hand at the end. So we'll burn this, we'll do Special Mixture. Okay. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, so we'll do a short rest, which will allow us to burn 1 of these. Then we could do Trickster's Reversal. Sure, use that. We do another short rest? No, because it requires discarding cards. So we've got to stay around for another turn. Trickster's Reversal, Quick Hands. Quick Hands will grab some stuff off the ground at least. Cragheart, I need you to move away from this guy. If we do a short rest, we can try and push past him to get this gold. Assuming we don't lose Massive Boulder. Sure, we'll lose Heaving Swing. So, Rumbling Advance, Massive Boulder, that'll allow us to push past, maybe do some healing. So, Trickster's Reversal. Oh, no, we need to be away, actually. Undo. So we're going to move down here. How far are you going to move? You're going to move 2. Yeah. Okay. Plan is step away, get some gold. Trickster's Reversal. Didn't get burned because we didn't attack. We're going to come all the way through over here. This is so janky just to try and get that mission done. A little bit of healing. fine. We don't mind about that damage coming in. Okay, another short rest. Burning Quick Hands. So now we can do Trickster's Reversal to kill him. And then we'll have 3 cards left. That's perfect. Let's Flanking Strike, Trickster's Reversal. Over this side. 1, 2, 3. A move of 3 would be lovely. There is gold there though, so we could just do Crushing Grasp to loot that. And Crater just to make sure that he's dead. Especially if he's going to shield and heal. Trickster's Reversal. Burn him down. And we can actually make it over to this gold pile. Or we just do this one. Get the little bit of gold that you can. And that'll do. Not a bad run. Victory is ours. As the sun rises, the undead fall to the ground and you leave the tomb amid its terrors. You then pile up stones over the entrance so no one else awakens the restless dead. That went well. 6 piles of gold looted for the Scoundrel. Lots of XP for everyone. Everyone completed their missions. I like it. And we now have the chainmail design available. 20 gold, 3 potential shielding options. It's amazing the difference equipment makes to your characters. It seems that defiling the undead's resting place was the cause of the haunting, and now they've been relayed to rest. Military forces have left a small retinue guarding the keep again. That doesn't feel practical, like, or sustainable. Just like, oh, by the way, every time we find a tomb, we're going to have to leave some guys watching it. The good news for us is I know a quartermaster who can get us a supply of chainmail. Just don't tell his commander. Well, we have a level up for the Cragheart to do Explosive Punch. Destroy 1 adjacent obstacle. Attack for target all enemies adjacent to the destroyed obstacle. That's got some real potential. Clearing a path and doing 4 damage to everything next to it. Second option, Sentient Growth. Attack 2, range 3, heal 2, affecting all allies in the area. This is expandable as well. So it's a ranged, reasonable attack and healing. And the bottom part, move to heal and attack. I think Sentient Growth is going to be the one with the most potential. Because with this, you could put Blessing on there and Wounding on there, or Cursing on there with your enhancements later on. You can enhance the top part. There's so many options with Sentient Growth. It's almost a no-brainer to me. It is slow, but it is nice. So we'll take Sentient Growth. We're going to want to work it in, I think, probably instead of Dirt Tornado. Dirt Tornado is lovely, and it is very situational. Or maybe even unstable upheaval. Yeah, let's take that off and we'll put Sentient Growth on. As for the perks, I've mentioned this before. I think making your deck more consistent is really, really important. So Focus is a good option, just for reducing the negative options and increasing the positive ones. And I think we'll probably do this for the next few cards, and then we might look at doing Daze and Hobble and other bonuses. But for now, Focus. If you want, you can calculate the percentages for the negative options and the positive options, but there are plenty of tools out there on the internet to help with those kind of maths. But that shift is pretty significant in terms of how reliable the deck is. That means we're going to have to swap out the Cragheart as well. So, sorry Cragheart, you are being retired. And instead we're going to bring out the Mind Thief. This is going to be an interesting combination for the next one. In terms of items, chainmail has, of course, come on the market. Let's have a look and see what the Mind Thief's perks are like. Resilient is fine. But beyond that, there's not a huge amount to tell us. Also, let's have a look at the trainer. Unlock 9 locations. Gain 1 enhancement slot. Let's do this now. And this unlocks chapter 1.2. You made a good start on heading southwest, and we've got a few more towns contacting us for help all the way to the coast. Boss, there's an Eastern woman who wants to see you. She says she might be able to help us. What you are doing, reconnecting people, driving back the darkness, and preserving the weak, I deem it worthy. I shall grant you access to my enhancements. Come, visit my tent, and together we shall improve your warrior's prowess. The more towns you unlock, the more powerful you can become. Well, she was straight to the point. An enchantress. Be aware her services don't come cheap. No, they really do not. Now we've unlocked more of the world, prepare for the danger to increase, but don't worry, the rewards will follow suit. I've also unlocked some more achievements to aim for. Okay, we've got loads of things. Let's, first of all, have a look at the enchantress. So we'll use the Scoundrel as an example. Oh, you can remove enhancements and get 75% of the original cost back. Okay. Special mixture. Special mixture. As an option. Heal 3. And you can buy a boost to it, which is nice. Move 3, you can buy a boost to it. Throwing knives. Rage 3, you can buy a boost to it. Thieves' Knack. Attack 3, you can buy a boost to it. Different enhancements will appear over time. And this is the difference between, or big difference between Guildmaster and the main campaign. With the main campaign, you pick cards that you will be enhancing. With this, it's the specific slots. So having slots available means you can do this or that, but not the whole card as one, without spending 2 slots for this particular one, or 3 slots for Smoke Bomb, and so on and so forth. Also, having the different options unlock as we get further in means we can't just instantly go, oh yeah, where's my throwing knives? I'm going to add a wound to it. I mean, you can't do that with throwing knives anyway, but it's that quick hands, let's say. Attack 2 wound is a lot more powerful than just attack 3. So this paces your character's growth quite significantly, which is probably also why they've added the ability to remove the enhancements. Because with the main campaign, once you have an enhancement, you cannot remove it, and every version of that character will be permanently modified in that way. I see Bless Mastery, Curse Mastery. So these are how we get the different enhancers. So if we want to be able to use Wound, we need to start applying Wound. And this is a kind of cool way to play it. So we're going to have to use Bless, and Curse, and Disarm. We're going to have to use everything. Now, which of these was the new... there we go. Deal 40 points of extra damage due to poison. We'll unlock a new relic quest. We've got a little bit more gold coming in there. And what new quests have we got down here? 20 giant vipers, Inox archers, Inox guards, Inox shaman. Yeah, lots and lots and lots. Is there still more to do? Ah yes, the Cragheart's next perk. Oh, sorry, not next perk, the story quest for the Cragheart. Let's have a look and see what it is. It's time for the Cragheart to start their pilgrimage to the holy Sava shrines in the area. The Temple of the Winds can be found here. Oh, that's going to be nice for them when they get over there. Okay, well, that is going to be it for this episode. I'm afraid we're out of time. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. We've got a couple more options for the next adventure, so we'll pick something that looks appropriate for the Mind Thief and the Scoundrel. As always, if you have enjoyed this, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Gloomhaven Guildmaster. See you soon.